Your local grocery store only has 3 days worth of food on hand, but if a major catastrophe hits your area, the inventory is going to be depleted within hours. Would you have enough food in your home to ensure you and your family can eat if help does not arrive right away? If you're new to this channel, my name is Chris, and on this channel we discuss emergency preparedness, aka prepping. Now, I've decided to do this video as we've been getting an influx of new members just starting in preparedness, and getting a basic food pantry setup is an excellent first step. This month on the channel, we're going to cover food storage. Also, in our online city prepping community, we're going to be doing a deep dive into food storage through a detailed custom course that we created, covering everything you would need to know from A to Z. If you'd like access to this course and similar courses we release each month, along with access to our private community, you can sign up via the link below. Now, while emergency relief organizations have historically recommended a minimum 3-day food supply to feed you and your family after a major catastrophe, the reality is that it takes much longer before food supplies reach the general population. Many agencies are now recommending 14 days. In this video, we're going to cover food items that you probably already use on a regular basis. So by stocking extra, you're not going to have waste. The long-term goal is to have food storage well beyond 2 weeks, but by having at least 2 weeks worth of food stored up, you're probably ahead of 95% of the population. So I'm going to be breaking this video down into 3 parts. Why I recommend these items, the items I recommend for your 14-day pantry, and the next steps to get you started. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Number 1, why I recommend these items. Here's why I'm going to recommend the items that we're about to cover. They're easy to cook, they're easy to store without refrigeration, they're easy to rotate into your daily diet, and they require little electricity or fuel to prepare. They provide ample nutrition. And the items that we're about to cover are a foundational starting point, and you can expand on them later. In a few weeks, we're going to be doing a video detailing a 1-year food storage pantry, so definitely subscribe to get notification when we release that video. Number 2, items I recommend. Here are the items on my list. I'm purposely going to start with 2 items, which I'll explain momentarily. And before we begin, no, Costco did not support this video. I just like shopping there to get better prices when buying in bulk. But hey, Costco, if you're watching this. Number 1, rice. I recommend about 20 pounds of white rice. And rice is rich in starch and it's an excellent source of energy. If you go with brown rice, rotate it frequently as it's not going to store as long as white rice. Number 2, beans. You can choose a case of canned black beans or dried beans, and if you choose dried beans, I typically recommend about 20 pounds of something like pinto beans. Now, I choose rice and beans as the first 2 items because when combined, they form a complete protein. This doesn't mean that you have to eat them together though, as eating both throughout the day will allow critical amino acids to combine. It's for this reason that these 2 items are a staple of many diets throughout the world. Number 3, canned meat. I went with chicken on this one, and obviously you can go with Spam, tuna, salmon, or any other canned meat option. Again, start with about 20 cans of this. Number 4, canned fruit. Number 5, canned vegetables. I'd recommend about 20 cans of vegetables that you actually enjoy eating. Number 6, 20 cans of soup. There's nothing like a meal that can be made quickly with little to no preparation. Even if you don't heat these, you can still eat them. Number 7, powdered milk. Milk has many uses, and you can mix it in with your oatmeal or add it to your coffee, and it's nutritious and a great comfort food. Number 8, cereal. Combine this with powdered milk, and you've got an easy breakfast. Number 9, oatmeal. Toss some fruits, honey, peanut butter, or powdered milk into this, and you have a solid breakfast. About 5 pounds should work. Number 10, peanut butter. Get a couple of large jars, and you'll be set. Peanut butter is high in protein and fat, so it can help fend off hunger. Number 11, pancake mix. I keep about 10 pounds in storage. Add some jam or syrup to this, and you have a great meal. Number 12, honey, jam, and syrup. These are all great sweeteners for the various food items that we mentioned on the list. I keep a couple of jars of jam, about 10 pounds of honey, and a couple of syrups in storage. Number 13, pasta. About 10 to 20 pounds should work. This option requires a decent amount of water and energy to cook the pasta. The leftover water will have a lot of starch, and you can drink the water, but it must be done shortly after cooking as it will develop bacterial growth. Or you could use the water in other meals you cook to add thickness. Number 14, spaghetti sauce. We keep about 10 or more jars in storage. Combine pasta and spaghetti sauce and you've got a great meal. Number 15, salt. In addition to using this to enhance the flavor of our food, this is a necessary mineral that your body needs to operate. Number 16, oil. We keep olive oil and a few other options in our storage. Oil serves many purposes in cooking and helps to satiate hunger. Number 17, coffee and/or tea. Number 18, spices and condiments. These options, such as salsa, Tabasco sauce, oregano, pepper, and others, add variety to your diet. It's hard for me personally to eat bland foods even when I'm hungry. Number 19, nuts. Easy comfort food that you can quickly grab and packed with calories. Number 20, packaged meals. We choose options like macaroni and cheese meals for our kids. Number 21, flour. We did a video recently discussing easy to make food items requiring salt and flour, and I'm going to post a link to that in the description section below. Number 22, can opener. While not a food item, don't forget this one. Additional considerations. So now that we've covered the food items, you also have to consider water storage. You're going to need it to prep this food. And I've created a number of videos over the years on the subject of water storage and purification. I'll post a link to our water playlist in the description and comment section below. Next, you're going to want to buy items that your family actually enjoys and is going to eat. Also, store what you eat and eat what you store. If you don't envision your family eating any of the items listed in this video, find something that you can replace them with that's comparable. The key is to use items that you already have, and you can rotate them into your daily diet while having enough of them for backup. And lastly, you need to store these items correctly. You want to store them in a cool, dark, dry place. Something like a closet will often work. Also, be sure to rotate your supplies. Remember FIFO, first in, first out. Okay, I want you to go now check out the two links I'm going to post here on the side of the screen. One is our water playlist, which will detail water storage in great detail, and our video, How to Cook After Disaster. That video is packed with a lot of great information. If you have any questions or feedback, please post those below. And as always, stay safe out there.